in good old St. Louis, Missouri. All right, so just a couple things. All right, real quick before we get started into the module. First off is hopefully you've already started building your squeeze page. You've picked your niche by now. You have a product or an idea of a product. The thing with the product is if you don't have a product, you're like, man, I have no clue what to sell. I don't have a database. Just pick something. Pick something that you've bought in the last, 5 months. That's amazing. And then because the idea is to learn the process, right? Learn the sales page process, learn the order form process, which is today. And the next module is going to be the continuity process, right? Because once you understand the process, you can do this across all products and all funnels. That's the best piece about it, right? And that's why you're here to learn. So what I don't want you to do is be like, man, I don't have a product, so I'm just kind of sitting here watching this and taking it all in and then not doing anything, not implementing anything, right? So we can't achieve our goals if we don't implement, right? We can't get somewhere if we don't walk there. So I want you to implement. I want you to be implementing this stuff. Sell some pins, sell some expo markers, sell a book. Just pick something to sell. If you do have a product, you have a niche, great, fantastic. Grab that product, get it ready to rock and roll, put your sales page together. It should be almost complete or done or starting to wrap it together, okay? Because now we're moving into the order form. This is the two pieces you need to get started. That's it. That's all you need. These are the two pieces, the sales page and the order form page. That's the only two pieces you need to make the cash register ring, right? To make sure that you can see transactions, see conversions, see that it's actually working because everything past the order form, if no one's buying, they don't matter, right? All right, perfect. So that's the biggest thing, right? Is you only need a sales page and an order form to prove your offer, to make sure it is convertible, okay? To make sure people do want it, to make sure it is a good offer, you got a good hook, you got some good traffic going. And then after that, it's really concentrating on the continuity pieces, the upsells, the thank you pages, the recurring, the referrals, all the stuff on the back end that we're going to do. We call it the back end booty, right? But you can't have a back end booty without moving forward. So we got to move forward for the back end booty to exist, all right? It's a Jay Abraham quote right there. All right, so how many guys are ready? How many guys are ready for module number 2 today? Because that's what we're doing. We're going over the order form page. How we're going, you guys saw this on the webinar, remember? How I was saying is about 70 to 75% our clients are buying one unit. Today, I'm going to walk you through the V curve. I'm going to walk you through the order form process. We're going to get you jacked up. We're going to get you selling more than one unit, that's for sure. I just talked to a guy, he's doing $3 million on Amazon, another $2 million on a Shopify store. I said, man, dude, we can get you probably to $4 million on your Shopify just by using Reactive Funnels. So he's going to be at the event as well. It's going to be awesome. So here we go. You guys ready? Ready to rock and roll? Because what I want to do is I want to bring on a guest. Okay, I'm going to bring on a guest here for you. And this was done at our first event for Reactive Funnels. I don't even think we had a name for Reactive Funnels yet. We didn't really know the concept. It was just kind of teaching it, right? So we brought in all of our Commerce Kings Mastermind members. We said, hey, we've come up with this new idea. We have this new funnel process, this new technique that we're doing. It's working really well. And now we want to see if it can work for you too. And so we brought all these guys in. I think we had 20 people there. And I remember Stefan. Stefan was there. You guys heard of him on the webinar as well. Stefan was there and he was already implementing. He actually implemented the first day, running traffic the first day. And then the second day, I actually grabbed my camera and I ran over to Stefan. I was like, dude, how's it going? And well, I'm not going to steal his thunder. I want you to check it out and see what he has to say for you. It's pretty amazing stuff. Check this out. Hold on. All right, now we can go.
Last two orders were, what is that, 56 and 74.
All right, $74.56 on the last two orders. And what was like when you were on Shopify, what were you doing? Average order size?
Like $35.
$35. So we've doubled.
Yeah.
Doubled converted. And then, what about the conversions though?
The conversions have doubled. So then not only is the cart value doubled, but the conversion from the order form compared to my Shopify.
So is that like a 4X?
Yeah.
Conversion? Yeah. Like what were you telling your wife the other day?
That we didn't even have anything past after they bought from us. We had nothing in place to capture.
No back end.
No back end, no continuity, no nothing.
And now you do.
Yeah.
And you got transactions coming in.
It's already working.
All right.
Thank you, Trey.
Showing with me. Does everybody see what just happened there? Okay. So here's the big thing is with Stefan, he implemented one. That's the biggest thing, right? Like I told you on intro day one is the piece here, which is, hey, if you implement, you'll get results. Okay. You just got to implement the stuff and just trust me of what I'm telling you. So he went in, put in the continuity, which we're going to talk about next module. It's going to be module number 3 is continuity, which is so much fun. And it's really like so much cool. So here's the thing is with Stefan, he showed you like, okay, I'm getting instant results. They're coming through my email. They're coming through my account. People are loving it, loving what I'm having with my order form, my squeeze pages, like everything's flowing. This was at the event. This is where he launched his funnel. He put ads up. He did an email launch. I forget how he got the traffic, but he was running, right? I think it's more like Facebook that he's running. So he's running this traffic. Everything's doing well. And I called him a month later. And I said, hey, remember that video we recorded? He said, yeah, absolutely. I said, I'd love to follow in and see exactly what happened next. Okay. So, okay. So did anybody hear the video? Was everybody able to hear the audio? Okay, cool. On the video on Stefan. Okay, perfect. All right, so check the next one out. Check this next video out. Watch this. All right, so I have Stefan on the call. So Stefan is a current mastermind client. So dude, first of all, thanks for being on here, man.
Oh, no problem.
So I wanted to show these guys basically what it looks like when you have a product. So you had a product on Shopify store, you've been selling it, and then you kind of saw what we were doing. You're like, all right, man, let me try some funnel stuff. Let me try some reactive funnels. We sat you down. You actually came to one of the live events. So that was cool. It was so surreal because you were getting not only instant results when you're at the live event, but you're getting surreal results. And so I don't want to be the one talking here. I just want you to kind of explain like what you've done, what you've built, and then what you're kind of seeing, like some numbers and stuff.
Sounds good, man. So basically, we've had the Docs and Report for a couple of years, but we didn't turn it into an e-commerce store until the beginning of the year, around like January or February. And we were doing decent numbers. These numbers here are up until about June or July, because after I met you and became a client of yours, we completely stopped Shopify. It just really doesn't make sense for us anymore. But yeah, so we're doing well. The only issue that I was having was we were having to find new products every single month. So it was just like, okay, yeah, 1 month you can see here we would do 28,000, but then the next month we did 7,000, and then the month before was 15, but the month before that was 23. So it was just this yo-yo effect that, anybody on the outside looking in might be like, oh man, you're doing great. But the internal struggle of, okay, what am I going to do next month? Got bills to pay and stuff like that. Our conversion rates here were hovering around a 2.52%. So that's when I figured, hey, I need to figure something out, because you can't run a business just acquiring new customers. We got to figure something else out. It was just got to the point. So that's when I reached out to you, became a client, and we switched over to ClickFunnels. So I got a few products I just wanted to show.
All right.
Basically, the first funnel, that's the one that we worked on first, which was the necklace, if you remember.
Yeah.
The really crazy part about this was our conversion rate. That's the one we were struggling to get over 3%. You remember? So only a 0.5% of increase in conversion rate. But what the really crazy thing here is how much money after the sale was brought in. So like if you look, go ahead.
You weren't doing that with Shopify.
No, man, we couldn't. If you look up here in my reports, let me see if I can get there. 1 second. So if you look, I tried to use one-click upsell, and we brought in about $300. It just wasn't functioning properly. It allowed us the freedom to do what we wanted to do, really,
Yep.
So we brought in a little bit of money there, but nothing like ClickFunnels allows you to do. And more importantly, the Reactive Funnel allows you to do, because if you're looking at this, you can see, okay, this is after the initial sale. So I'll just close the order form. Well, not yet. This is after the initial sale, or I'm sorry, before the initial sale, which is the one-click upsell or the order bump. So 60%, almost 60% between the two.
Add another $1,000 to your orders.
$1,235. That's before we even, that's first, So you're talking about almost 60% purchases. 60% of the orders after purchase, someone else is taking something. And that's just with the one-click upsell.
Mm-hmm.
So then if we go down to the one-time offer, you can see another 14% of people are taking the one-time offer, which adds another $786. You can see our 20% order form, that's another slick thing that you've taught us, which is capturing another $900 that we potentially could have lost there,
Right.
But here again, for our continuity, we're getting around 12% of our people to take. So that's another 12%. So that's 26. That's almost 80% of people are taking, or not people, but 80% of each purchase, 80% of the time that someone's purchasing, they're taking another offer, or another offer is being taken.
Yep.
All right. So I went over here and I did some numbers really quick, and I said, okay, well, how much revenue out of all of these things, the one-click upsell, the one-time offer, our continuity, how much of the revenue of this total is coming in? And it actually comes to be about like 38%. 38% of the revenue is generated either through the one-click upsell or after purchase. So then if you come back and look at my numbers here, you're like, okay, well, assuming those numbers stayed the same, and I would even say, let's say drop it to 30% on the low end. That means that we lost out on an additional $30,000 without spending any more money. No more Facebook ads, no more anything. It's just additional revenue that we basically lost out on. And, with product, our product cost is pretty cheap. So, we're missing about 15 to 20 grand. Let's just say that.
Yeah. And that helps not only with ad spend, but your average cart value.
Exactly. You to keep spending more and more. And so this was the funnel that I had before I came to the mastermind. And then you gave us the piece of gold on the hard drive, the little USB stick. And that's where I started to see really crazy results, was once we started to implement that funnel into our business. So our conversion rate went from, that to 3% to about, we're averaging now, because I'm actually running cold traffic, it's 5.3%.
Holy smokes.
Over double. Yeah. So let's say that we were using that. You can see how the numbers could get.
Well, you would have had twice the sales. So
exactly.
So 90K. So you would have had
right.
180, and then
38% of that.
Another 60, yeah.
You're like, man, after looking at the numbers, you're like, you should have been rich last month. There's so much stuff that we were missing out on. You really can't understand it until you see it in your own business, right? So if you already have a business, and you're already generating sales, and you're using a platform like Shopify or anything like that, then it really is a no-brainer to start using this reactive funnel, because as you can see from the numbers, and like I said, we just launched this and this was generated within 3 days. So we're just starting to run ads because we've had some issues here at home with the weather, but we're just starting to run some ads and we're starting to see some good results. It's starting to heat up now. And I'm looking to do even better with this funnel than we did with the necklaces, especially gearing up for Black Friday.
Dude, I love it. So one quick thing before we let Stefan go, thanks for your time, man.
No problem.
The one thing I loved about you being at the event is I came over to you and I was like, hey, how's everything going? And you actually had your email account pulled up.
Yeah.
You're showing me, you're like, these are just transactions that are just now coming in. Like my phone is ka-chinging. Like, dude, I got sale, and oh, check this out, I got a continuity piece. So not only, dude, it's a trifold, right? So
man,
you're doubling down on your conversions. So not only are you at a 2.5%, but now you're seeing a 5%. So that's going to double your revenue. Then you're seeing about a 30 to 38% on the back end just by using the offers that you're pushing through, which we're going to work on that. I got some cool stuff I want to show you.
Yep.
So that's extra added revenue. And then on top of that, to stack it up and put a little cherry on top and call it a day, is you have recurring income coming in now for your continuity program that actually, I'm pretty sure, did we create that on the spot, or did we create that 2 weeks prior when you implemented it?
Yeah, we created it 2 weeks prior, and I had started, and it was crazy because as soon as I created it, they just started coming in like nothing after we nailed our offer down and really figured out what they wanted. Half of our memberships that came in last month were trial members. And 96% of them ended up staying. So, I'm really excited for these next couple of months because we expect to do a lot more volume and stuff. And with all of these pieces in place, we actually have a business now. We actually have revenue coming in every month without us having to sell anything. That's really the biggest thing, is the continuity piece, because that's what we're trying to do, right? Is we're trying to get everyone into the continuity so that we have a stable business that's around for 5, 10, 15 years,
It's one of the massive pillars. It's one of the massive pillars that keeps the foundation up, that builds the business. It's a beautiful thing, man. Dude, I'm not going to take any more time.
Okay, thanks, Trey. I appreciate it, brother. Happy birthday, by the way. Thanks for doing this, man.
I appreciate it. See ya.
All right, bro.
Make sure I'm out. There we go. Now I'm muted. Hey, what do you think about that? What does everybody think about that? Give Stefan a big round of applause, by the way. He freaking implemented and he took freaking action. He implemented and he took action. He listened to everything we had to say. He put everything in place and he got rewarded for it. So let me just reiterate just kind of what you watched over the last 15 minutes or so. He was doing $90,000, like $89,000 with a Shopify store, okay? When he went into a reactive funnel, okay, so he switched traffic from a Shopify store going with one of his producing products. We put that into a reactive funnel. So all he did was switch the train tracks right into a reactive funnel. He instantly doubled what he brought in. So he would have gone from 90,000 to 180,000. Then what he showed was the rest of the funnel brought in about another 38% in his case. So that would equal 68 grand. So of the 180,000 on the front, he would receive another $68,000 just on the rest, right? The upsells, the downsells, which means he would have brought in 248,000, ladies and gentlemen. That's $250,000. Where he was only doing 90. He was doing 90. This is where people get so screwed up in the online e-commerce business, is they're so damn focused on selling one product at a time, where we're focused on the lifetime value, not only in a funnel, but exterior of that funnel. And point taken right here, where he said, hey, you know what? The best piece about this is not the $250,000 I'm going to make every month, but also the recurring income that's coming in. So $250,000 a month, which normally if I didn't have a reactive funnel, it'd been 90, but now I got that 2x in plus my 38% plus recurring income. Show of hands, how many heard it? Where Stefan goes, I actually have, this is what he said, I actually have a business now. Yeah, pretty cool stuff, right? Big stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reactive Funnels, module number 2, order forms. I'm excited to get you guys started here today. So let me erase this real quick. I am super stoked because we've been doing this training over and over and over again, and it just keeps getting better. I'm not going to lie. It just keeps getting better because we got some really cool examples for you today. So I'm doing my best so you don't get lost, so you know exactly how everything is going to work today. So who's all ready? Who's all ready for order forms module number 2? I see you guys yelling in the chat right now. Perfect. Because here's the thing, is I'm excited to bring it to you. One question that we receive all the time is, do reactive funnels work for free plus shipping? Do they work for premium items or lower end items, $20, $50, $100? We've seen it all, okay? We've seen it all with that. So here's the thing, is we have order forms, which is going to be inside of mod number 2, which is what we're working on today. I'm really excited for you as well. So here's the thing, is I want to show you a really cool video in like maybe 5 seconds, okay, as the team makes themselves way back to the studio here. So what I want to show you a video because I want to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. When we build these order forms, like Stefan already seen it, but I want you to witness what this looks like. And so the first time, how many guys have seen the movie The Grinch Who Stole Christmas? The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. How many love that video, right? We watch that every freaking Christmas. It's absolutely fun. But there's a scene in there. There's a scene that just really hit home. And I was like, this scene is the exact thought process that comes to my mind, like the visual I get every time I think of our order form. Because ladies and gentlemen, this right here, this is the page that makes you money. Not the upsells, not the downsells, not the continuity, not the thank you pages, not the referrals, not the recurring, nothing. This is the page. This is where it starts. If you don't get this page right, none of the following can even happen. No one will ever see the other pages if this page is not done right, okay? So let me show you this video. It's about 5 seconds just to give you a visual of what I'm talking about when I say the order form rings the cash register. Check this out.
Thank you for coming. Wait a second. Another minute.
So as you see, she couldn't even keep it in the cash register. The cash is just overflowing, right? How many of you guys have seen that scene, right? I love that scene. The cash register is open. The lady can't stuff enough cash in the cash register because it's like, yeah, I'll take these presents, right? I'll take these presents. Oh, I want all this. Here's cash. Just take it. No change back. Don't even need it. Who wants that in their order form? Because that's what it's going to feel like when you do it right. When you got the offer right, the hooks right, everything's perfect, right? Optimized. That's what it feels like. And I love that feeling. I call it the jet stream, okay? It really, maybe you've seen the video. I should have grabbed this one too. The video of Nemo. How many of you guys watched Nemo when the dad's like riding on the turtle in the current or whatever it's called, and they're going through and he pops out versus in, right? It's so much quicker. It's so fast, like it's that jet stream. So you guys will receive it. So here's the thing is I want to grab a wireframe of, I'm going to write that on the board here, and then we're going to walk through all steps. So it's 6 sections on the order form. There's 6 sections that we'll go through. So the first is, obviously we need to build the page itself. Okay, so let's build this page. There we go. Now here's the biggie. So this is what I like to call the banner. If you guys have it, check it out. It is in your packet for this module. So this is the banner, and I love having a banner. It's just an image is what that is. And a lot of people started getting freaking out, right? They're like, oh my gosh, how do you build a banner in an image? Honestly, I work on a Mac and I build it in Keynote, which is PowerPoint for Microsoft. Sweet skill sets, I know. I don't even use Adobe Photoshop. If we have a funnel that's working, I'll probably send it over to someone who knows Adobe Photoshop. We can give you guys references for those, or you can use like 99 Designs, or you can use Pickle Design or designpickle.com. That's another good one. Or the one I use is resizeimage.net. I'll tell you the size here in a minute. Actually, let's just do that. It's 1200 by 250. So that's the size you'll want. Okay, that's going to be in your template as well when you download the Reactive Funnel into your account. The other piece is the sub headline. So that's where this is going to go. So this is going to be your sub headline, or just some sort of verbiage, okay? So I'll just put some dashes here so you know I got some text going on. All right, so you got banner, sub headline, okay? Everybody following along? And then what I like to do is I split the order form down the middle because I'm still selling. I know they still can't, they just came from a squeeze page, but I want to make sure it's congruent. I want to make sure that they're still on board, okay? Making sure that they're still on board with us. So then under this, I have Q&A. This is questions and answers. I'll get into that. So I'm going to teach on every piece of this module, okay? You guys are going to be with me or follow right along. Hand holding this today. So we have the Q&A. The other piece is the big piece, which is the order form itself. And this is a two-step order form, by the way. And what a two-step order form is it's when they have to enter their information in, press next, and the credit card form fills up. And then lastly is the testimonials. All right, so we have 6 pieces. We have the banner, sub-headline, video, Q&A, two-step order form, testimonials. That's the 6 pieces. And that's what makes up our headline, our order form, okay? It's as simple as that. So what I want to do is I want to show you examples. I think that the easiest way to learn is through visual of showing you examples. So the first one, I'm going to pull up a slideshow, and I want to show you what kind of like a banner looks like, okay? The biggest thing is with the banner is I'm trying to show you just kind of what they look like. Yes, these were built inside of Keynote, all 3 of these. So I don't want you going out there and thinking you have to buy something fancy or go crazy. I'm going to walk you through these, okay? So at the top, make sure you guys can see this. This is on the screen right now. At the top, we have the cup. So that's an 8-ounce cup that we sell. It's a free plus shipping offer. Notice how we have a claim or a call to action, which is claim yours now. We have bullet points. We usually try to do 3. So in this case, we did boils water, use as storage, clip to anything you want. It's got this really cool clip to it. And then I just took a still image of the video, the VSL that we did. And the next one is for our tactical honey. So this one, again, free. You can't even have that word any bigger. It's so big, right? Free, tactical honey gun oil. Claim yours now. So call to action, 3 bullet points. Clean, lubricate, protect. You guys seen the similarities here? Image, bullet points, call to action, and what it is. Collapsible cup, honey, G700 flashlight. Bullet points, bullet points, bullet points. Call to action, call to action, call to action. Image, image, image. So that's the biggest thing that's going in these headlines, on these headline banners, is I want to make sure that the people who just came from the squeeze page know that they are all on the same page. It's extremely congruent. So in the honey oil, right? It cleans, it lubricates, it protects. Then I want to do the top 3 limiting beliefs and kill it right there in the bullets. It cleans, it lubricates, it protects. Here's the oil. It's massive. It's cool. Then we got the G700 flashlight, 700 lumens. Now this one had a couple more bullet points, right? It's aluminum. The power is by 3 AAAs, 700 lumens. It's zoomable. It has 5 modes, high, medium, low, strobe, SOS. And it's normally $226. So we had a little bit of a price in there because this was a premium item versus free and free, okay? So take a screenshot of this. This isn't in your packet. Take a screenshot of this so you can have it for examples, because all you need to do is replace it. The G700, that was an easy one. There's actually no background to that. So see how I did that? There's just a white background on the lube for the oil. All that was is I Googled gray background image and just pasted it behind there. And then for the other one, I typed in wood background, pasted in the back. That made the backdrop of that. And now, yes, I made all 3 of these, and they are still the same exact banner we use to this day. I didn't even do anything professional with these for our banners, for our order form. Are you seeing how simple this is? Give me a yes in the chat. Yes, Trey, I see how simple this is. All right, there we go. All right, so now that's the banner. What this allows people to do is instantly see the image again, instantly know they're in the right place, know that it's congruent, and see the bullet points and call to action in the banner. Pretty legit. Pretty simple. I love keeping stuff simple. That makes me money. How about you? Okay, so let's go to the subheadlines. So we got the banner done. Check these out. Now, in the subheadlines, what I like to do is I want to increase the value. I want to increase the value of which they are purchasing, of the product they're purchasing. So if it's honey oil, if it's a cup, if it's a G700, whatever it is, okay? This headline is here, or subheadline, however you want to look at it. Subheadline is here to add value, add more value than the oil itself or than the cup itself. So take a screenshot of this. So buy 1 tactical honey oil and get 1 ounce of tactical honey oil free. That was a buy one, get one, a $15 value. Plus our newly released video, step-by-step cleaning. All we did there was I had Bryson go and clean a Glock. You're going to see that in one of these videos coming up. I was like, hey, can you record like 5 or 6 videos of 5 different guns cleaning it with oil? Yeah, I can do that. All right, perfect. We'll put a $48 price tag on that. We're going to give that to you for free, and it's a $48 value. And we're going to give you our top rated PDF download cleaning guide. I made this super simple. All I did was I took the videos that Bryceland did, I went to Timmy, and I had them transcribe it for 10 cents a minute. So they transcribed the entire 3-minute videos. I put in a document, and then I went and took screenshots of each section of the video, and I pasted it into a document. And I made, right then, a cleaning downloadable guide. So I regurgitated what Bryceland just did with the videos and put it into a PDF. And that, my friends, was a $19 value. All 100% free. All we ask is that you help with the shipping and handling, because the U.S. Postal Service, they charge, right? A no-brainer price, $4.95. Grab your free tactical honey gun oil today. That's our subheadline. But even though, just because the item is free, we still stack value because we want it to be a no-brainer for today. That's why we get a click to order on this bad boy of 8%. Click to order, 8%. Do you see how we stack the value there? Then we have the cup, right? Buy one 8-ounce collapsible cup today, and you get one more, a $20 value, plus another BOGO offer, buy one, get one, our newly released survival guide. Yeah, I can do that. Great. We'll put that in a video series. They'll get that on the thank you page. That's a $48 value right there. And the shipping and handling is just $4.95. Grab your collapsible survival cup today. We did the same thing with our premium items. You get the tactical G700 flashlight today, normally $224 retail, but for only $56, a 75% discount, plus we're throwing in free shipping with your order today. Now that has assisted value to it. The other thing that we installed here was we also gave them a keychain. So the keychains cost us 30 cents a piece. We put those as a $19 or $15 value. Everybody freaking loves those keychains. We actually get calls to this day asking if we got more of those keychains that they got for free. And they're willing to pay $15. We've actually sold those for $15. So we're going to add another keychain light. We're going to add free shipping. We're going to give you the G700 at 75% off today. And we're going to give you a downloadable guide of survival or something like that, right? So do you guys see how we're stacking on in the headline? So when they're reading this is the first thing they read. When they come to your order page, they just came from the squeeze page. They don't even know about this yet. And you just hit them with, hey, by the way, we're going to throw in this, this, and this when you order today. But you have to order today in order to receive it all. Is everybody keeping along right now? Is everybody following along? This is the subheadline of the order form. Give me a yes in the chat, because those are some examples. Make sure you take a screenshot. If you don't know what a screenshot is, take a picture with your phone. How many of you get really scared when I put on the whiteboard a video? When you're like, oh, Trey says I need a video right here. You got a video right here, and I don't got no video. I don't got no video, Trey. I don't got no production studio. I got no fancy cameras. I got no whiteboard with a black background that goes into the abyss. Where does that go anyways? So the same thing is like I had the same thing, right? Had the same worries. So, but I want to show you how we actually still to this day create videos, and they are probably the lowest quality. I'm going to show you what low quality looks like, and then I'm going to raise it and take it to a medium quality and then to a high quality. But I'll tell you this, when we've done low quality to high quality, the conversion rates aren't that much different. So I want you to listen in. I want you to come back to this recording and re-watch these videos, take notes, transcribe them, do whatever you want. So the video I'm going to first show you is of a knife video. And this is probably the lowest quality we got. This was one of our employees. We had him come into a room or whatever, it was a desk, like nothing crazy. Just look at the shot. There was a desk in front, okay? We took a camera, we took an iPhone actually. I bought a stand on Amazon. It was $19 for the stand. And actually I got one right here. Hold on, let me grab it. I think this was 19 bucks, okay? This is what you can look for. So as you see, it has like a little tripod on the bottom. This thing just kind of raises up like this, all right? And then we put the phone in here and then we lowered it. That's all we did. That's as simple as this video is, right? And I pushed record and I said, you're on, you're live. So watch this video. It's about a knife, but this is our video. This is the video that's on our order page. So check this one out.
Hey, I just got this new knife, the Survival Gear SM. It's a hunting knife or a neck knife, which makes it very versatile. And it's 8.5 inches overall. And it's got a fixed tank construction, so it's very solid. The blade and the handle are equal in length, so it makes it very well balanced. The blade is high carbon 440C steel, and its handle is a non-textured, non-slip rubberized grip, which makes it easier to handle and easier to hold on to. The blade has this brushed finished here, and also this black anodized non-stick grip. So whenever you cut it, I just used it last night, and you can see it's very clean and it doesn't glare because of that finish. Additionally, it's got this underground relief in here, which is for allowing the knife to exit cleanly when you want to withdraw it from whatever you're using it on. It also comes with this really nice snap lock scabbard that can be worn on my belt or as a neck knife, which is very popular these days, to hang this from your lanyard or your dog tag chain. This knife comes very, very sharp, and it holds its working edge because of the high carbon steel. And when I want a knife, when it really counts, I want a fixed blade knife. And this does everything I need it to do.
Pretty easy, right? How many of you guys can replicate that video? How many of you could easily take a knife, a kitchen knife you got in the kitchen right now, take your iPhone, do a little stand. Maybe you got to go to Amazon, grab one of these stands, point it down. As you can see, there's no head. It was chest, kind of stomach, table, knife. Very easy. Cool. So that was it. Some of you guys were chatting in like, oh, I could do that. Is that all it was? That's all you did to sell 1,000 knives? That's all we did. What's cool about that, I'll tell you kind of some secrets of just editing. One cool thing about that, it was unscripted, but yet we had bullet points. So off the screen, we actually had a piece of paper laying there with just some bullet points. Hey, my name's Steve, and this is the knife I want to show you today. It's really awesome. Here's some bullet points. Here's some benefits and features. It's really cool. You never see his face. So you don't know if he's reading or if he's talking to somebody or whatever. Doesn't matter because the focus is on the knife. The focus is on the blade. The focus is on the handle. And that's what you're selling, right? You're not selling him. You're not selling his face. So that was a big video for us, right? Very, very simple. Who wants to see another one? Like I said, this is low quality. This is low quality. So the other one I want to show you is as of Bryce. So this is when we're doing the oil. We still do the oil to this day. And I said, Bryceland, I need you to go to create an ad. We're going to do a Facebook ad around this, where this is going to go on our order form. But all I want you to do is just, again, take the iPhone screen, put it on here. Okay, no face. All I want you to do is aim it towards the gun and towards the oil and clean the gun. Do it in about 1.5 minutes if you can, and just walk me through the process using the oil. That's all I want to do. So check this video out. This is us doing that. This is what's on the order form.
Hey, what's up guys? Just got some Tactical Hunt all-in-one gun oil in the mail. Gonna test it out on my Glock 30. Go ahead and show that's clear. The magazine, throw a couple drops. Grab a brand new cloth here. Just give it a little wipe down. You can see it's already grabbing all the carbon, all the gunk, super easily. So far, really happy with this product. I mean, look at the difference. Stuff's crazy good. Tactical Honey, all-in-one, and gun oil, guys. Make sure you try some.
All right. Again, who can make that video? Not maybe cleaning the gun, not dismantling a gun, but you get the idea, right? That was easy. That was easy. Some of you guys are like, that was even easier. That was so cool. It was just nothing big. There was no script, just kind of walking through the motions, just walking through the motions. So then we sell this really cool tactical koozie. So that's what it's called. And this is going to be a medium type of quality video. And why I say medium is I did all the filming, I did all the editing, I did all the producing, and that's pretty much it. And then I went and found volunteers within their staff. I was like, hey, I need you real quick. Come downstairs with me and drink a beer outside. And I got a lot of volunteers for that one. And then all this other thing, right? I'm just kind of piecing this together. I knew what motions I wanted, what frames I wanted, what I wanted to show through the video. I scripted it out. So I'm in the video. So you're going to hear my voice through a microphone. It's going to say, hey, this is the new tactical koozie. It was a hot summer day. We got the tailgate. I have a truck. Bryson has a truck. So I went and took the tailgate down, put a couple beers in a cooler, put some ice on the table. Nothing crazy, okay? Now, if you're watching this live right now, it'll be a lot smoother. So this is the tactical koozie made here in our studio with pretty much a couple cameras and a microphone and some just kind of fun talent. So check this one out real quick.
Hello, this is the new tactical koozie. Pretty badass, right? Start treating your bottles with the respect and protection they deserve. Throw out those weak and flimsy koozies and grab yourself a kick-ass tactical koozie. Click the video now to grab your tactical koozie. Because when things heat up, you're going to want that drink to stand up to the pressure. You need to be sure it has the gear to hold up, and we got just the thing. It's called the new Tactical Koozie. Hand-stitched to properly fit your beverage snug and keep your grip tight. Every sip will taste great chilled inside your new Tactical Koozie. The video now to grab your Tactical Koozie.
All right, I got to say, that's probably one of my favorite videos, mainly because I made it. So I made it. I did the video. That was my voice. That was my hands. As the beer bottle and the koozies coming across the screen, that's all me. And then the kitchen, we have a kitchenette here actually at our office. So I just went in, put a camera up there, boom, ran downstairs. And as you saw, like, there's a picture of us wrapping the koozie, which is kind of cool. That's just a close-up. There's two people just kind of talking. Again, another close-up. So it wasn't really crazy, right? But the video looks really good. I just went to audiojungle.com. I looked for some feel of music. Our guys are more country, kind of hip. So I went and looked for that type of music, rolled some through to see how it sounded, and it came out okay. I used ScreenFlow for that entire video. The video editing software I used was ScreenFlow. It's $100. It's for Macs, I think about $100 until they get the newest edition, and then they charge you $30 more. But ScreenFlow is what I use for Macs. I think you can use Camtasia for Windows, which would be really cool. But yeah, so that's how I made that movie. Okay. So then I think I got another one for you. Let me see. I think the next one, the high cup. So this one, we took the 8-ounce survival cup, and we put it into a team of video production studio. I said, hey, I'm going to toss you some of these survival cups. Make a cool video about it. Here's some bullet points. I want you to make a high production video. And so I'm going to show you that right now. So check this one out. All right. We're just having so much fun watching the videos. It's so cool. So I wanted to show you like some videos. So that's the highest quality. So notice there's not crazy amounts of difference, right? From the beginning video of the knife video to the cup video to the koozie video to the oil video, nothing too crazy, right? The orders that were different between the two, the order conversions wasn't a big change. So where we paid, $2,000 or $1,000 for the cup video, and to where I made the koozie video ourselves, to where we made the oil video real quick on an iPhone, to where we made the knife video real quick on an iPhone. Nothing too crazy. So don't make the video overcomplicated. The biggest thing you could do is if you're just, I have no editing skills. I'm the worst video editor. I don't even have an iPhone. I'm watching this on a library computer. Here's my advice for you is just put it with an image. Take a really cool photo with your iPhone or photo with your digital camera, whatever you want to do, and just upload it. Or what's cool is sometimes Amazon has probably some of the best videos or photos. I'll tell you who has really good photos is Wish. If you don't have the app called Wish, you need to get it because those dudes know how to sell through pictures. And I'm pretty sure you can find your item on that, okay? So Wish, the Wish app, I believe it's a blue icon on the phone. I'm always looking at Wish app just to see what pictures are selling. Usually it's the first or second. You'll just love the pictures, okay? So we got all that. So now we're down into, so we have the banner, we have the sub-headline, we have the video. And then the next thing I want to work into is the Q&A. So for those of you who have already skipped ahead, watched the other videos, I want to just kind of walk you through this thing. So let me show you what the Q&A looks like, and then I'm going to go into detail. All right, let me put that on the screen here real quick for you. So this is the questions and answers. So with this, the customer's questions and answers. So what I'm doing is I'm doing my own kind of research. I'm going to Amazon, I'm searching the competitor's product, and I'm scrolling down to customers' questions and answers. You could do this now, actually. You could open up a new tab and you can type in, and for this one, I typed in oil, gun oil. So you could type in whatever your product is and look at your competitors. And what I like to do is sort by reviews because that means they sold the most. So more likely they're going to have the most questions. So what I like to do is look at the top questions. I actually look at all the questions. And then those are the limiting beliefs of the customer. So they're asking this question because this is the one question that's holding them back from buying. Does everybody realize that? These are the one question that's holding back the buyer from making the purchase. And because of the response, we'll make the decision if the buyer wants to go ahead and purchase or not, or if he purchases a competitor's product or not. That's why this is so influential in the order form, and it's also very imperative that you put it there. I love it, because now we get to go steal all the competitors' questions. And not only do we get to answer them on our order form, but we're able to make our product better because of it. Do you guys see the power in just the questions that people are asking on Amazon? Got some yes coming in. Perfect. Because here's the thing, is I'm going to use these. I'm going to go to this product, and this competitor's product, and I'm going to look at all of them. I'm going to make an Excel sheet of all these questions. And then I'm going to put these questions on my order form. Here's the thing. Look in your packet real quick. Because in your packet, what you're going to realize is the question is there. Okay, it's in our favor, so that it's our order form. The questions are put in such a way that we can answer yes to all the questions. Is your bottle refillable? Yes. Explanation. Is your bottle recyclable? Yes. Explanation. Does your bottle clean this, this, and this? Yes, it absolutely cleans this and this. Yes, the lid unscrews, right? So we're going through all of these questions and we're answering them with a yes, because I want to put people, my buyers, into a yes state. I want them shaking their head yes. So all they can see is yes, yes. How many of you guys have been to Tony Robbins' UPW events and walked over the coal? What's going on when they're walking on the coal? Everybody's screaming, yes, yes. Yeah, everybody's doing their move, right? Tony Robbins, full on, 100%. Same thing, put them in state. So if I can put them in state of buying my product through all yeses, all they're seeing is yes, we do this. All on the order form through this Q&A, all I'm doing is I'm wiping away their limiting beliefs. Is the dishwasher safe? Absolutely. In fact, we encourage you put it into the dishwasher. Is everybody on board here? You guys with me? Let me hear you yell, yes. See what I did there? Some of you guys are like, I'm not falling for it. No. All right. So then the last one I want to hit before we get into two-step order form is the testimonials. The testimonials. Some of you guys are going to say, I don't have any testimonials. And that's totally perfectly fine. What I would say is, grab something from Amazon that's in comparative. Go have your aunt rate it. Go have your uncle rate it. Do something. Get some sort of testimonial that you can put on here. It's not a big factor. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to, make your conversions go skyrocketing, but it's great to have. Okay. It just creates reassurance that they're doing the right thing. People want to be on the same bus as everybody else, right? We're entrepreneurs. We're lions. We're going out there to get it, right? We're not going to let anything stop us. Amen to that. So here's the deal though, is buyers and the public are followers. And I can prove this and prove it. And I tell you, the best thing to do is go to an event, a circus or whatever, and go somewhere where the food trucks are. This is my favorite thing to do. I just love doing this. There's always like 7 food trucks, okay, at an event. And what I want you to do the next time you're there is just stand back and watch the food trucks, okay? There'll be no lines on the food trucks. They're all empty. And as soon as they open up, the lines will start to kind of form. But what's amazing is one truck always gets the most business, one truck. Because what's happening is as that line starts to get bigger, people associate that with that truck has the best food. And so what they'll do is they'll look at other trucks with no lines and they'll say, no one's doing those. So I'm going to use somebody else's justification, someone else's decision to stand in this long line and get the food from this truck because it must be good. So everybody is using everyone else's decision to be in that line. There's always a long line in one of the trucks. And it's because no one wants to make their own decision. No one wants to make the mistake of choosing something bad. You do the same thing, right? Why do we always go to the same restaurant? Why don't we ever try everything new? We might try it once in a while, but you don't go to a new restaurant every night. You go to the same ones, you order the same thing that you love, right? Because you don't want to make a mistake. The same thing's happening here. So what we do is we use testimonials to be the line of our order form, okay? So instead of the line of the truck, this is the line of the order form. You guys agreeing? You guys on board here? Making sure we're all watching, because this is how we make it convert. This is how we do it. It's all psychological stuff going on, okay? Amazing stuff.